On this episode of Taste This, we are going to do a tribute to something my father absolutely loved. It's an old country dish. Very few people are going to like this, but I got to do it because it's just something that I remember as a kid seeing him eat this often, and he loved this. And especially when we went to the country or went out and, doing some hiking, or even when we traveled to Italy, and he just would crave this simple country dish. So you got to taste this. Hi, I'm Damian, and welcome to Taste This. I've spent much of my life in the kitchen with my large Italian family in Italy and New York. I've worked every position in the restaurant business. I want to show you the heirloom techniques and dishes I've learned from the 8 matron cooks in my family. You gotta taste this. So we're gonna do a country dish, and it is a cold bread, onion, wine soup. I know, not many people are gonna dig this, but you know what? It's amazing. But I'll tell you, it's amazing to me because I remember my father eating this all the time. Basically, it's very simple. You got some bread, and we got to use some stale bread. This is a crunchy, stale, hard bread. We need an onion. We just get a nice red onion and some wine. Now, I'm using a Beaujolais Nouveau because one of the things my father did is he would always use one of the new wines. He used a young wine. It would just they would make their wines and they'd have the big vats of wines, but right after a pressing, after they made the wine, it was very, very young, a month or 2 months or so old, a very young wine. He would take that and make this red wine soup with it. And he would always usually I just grabbed this Beaujolais Nouveau because it's like a young wine, but it's not completely the same thing that I remember, because the wines that my father used to make had a very particular, wonderful flavor, and I loved them young or mature. They were excellent both ways. Also, in this bread, wine, onion soup, there is a cheese. This is a young pecorino, a young sheep's milk cheese, but a very young one. So I remember he used to, with this, have this pieces of young sheep's milk pecorino. So let's put one together and let's give it a shot. So we cut the onion in half, cut the two ends off like this. So we only need 1/2 of the onion, and we're gonna peel off the outermost layer like that. And we're gonna end up with these pieces. We need them to be cut in this way because they need to be little scoops. They need to be little scoops. Now, we take the bread and we use a good olive oil and lay the bread out with the white of the bread up like this. And let's give the bread a good dousing of the olive oil. Nice, there, like that, okay? Now, we stick the bread in here like this, in amongst the little onion scoops. Then we take the young pecorino. Now we want to use big pieces like this. Now we have ourselves the bread, the onion, the olive oil in there, the pecorino cheese, the wine. We take the young wine, and we try not to get it on all the bread. We just try to get it on bits and pieces of the bread, but then get it at the bottom of the bowl. Okay? Like that. We have ourselves the bread, onion, pecorino, and wine soup. He takes some of the bread, he dips it in with a piece of cheese, like this. I mean, it's a unbelievable combination of the wine and the olive oil. And then, watch. You take a piece of onion, and when you want some of the wine, this is what I used to do. Okay? Take that onion. Piece of pecorino. Get your bread back into that wine again. Get a scoop again. Scoop up that wine. This is old country. Now, I can't imagine you're going to go downtown and step into a restaurant and order wine, olive oil, bread, and big chunks of onion, and say you want to scoop up the onion with your, scoop up the wine with your onion, and drink it. But I'll tell you something. This is Stone Age stuff. This is amazing. I mean, I had to do it. Tribute to my dad. You got to taste it.
Good.
Here now, honey, come over here just for the fun of it.
Okay.
I know this is ultimately bizarre.
I don't care.
Bizarre food.
Ooh, that looks delicious. What? Okay.
This is a little bit big. But get that in there.
Okay. Just take a bite, right?
That's olive oil and bread and wine. And then what you got to do is take this and do this. Now, to make it all go down, we'll sip of the wine. All right, George. Here's the scoop. Wait a second. Wait, let me prepare this. George. Okay. Take that first.
Scoop that.
Without the bite of the onion?
Yeah.
Like
Without
drink
the
it
bite
out
of
or eat it? Okay.
Drink it.
Without the bite of the onion, I think the
so you
onion
get,
is the best
but
part.
he's got to start with that first. And then put a piece of this cheese on top.
That's so good.
Wait a second. Soak this in.
with the bite of the onion.
Here, put this cheese on top, and then have a bite of onion with it.
The chase of the
Wow.
onion
Isn't that cool?
is the pop, is the
That's so good.
is the bomb.
Yeah.
Why do that without the pop
Because
of the
you want,
onion?
because you want like a little sip as well.
Yeah, that's. I
Okay,
love
well,
it.
as
There's
long
so
as you-
many.
if
It's
you-
like four
if you
of my
can
favorite
alternate
things, like bread,
between-
onion, cheese, and wine together. That's just like so good.
Get the guy a glass of wine. He's not having a wine chaser. He said, that, oh, that is wine. Okay, so there you go. But
That's amazing.
But
isn't it? Like,
it's you never
mean-
have anything where the bread and the
so
onion.
your partner's got to be eating that with you because, okay, right? You got
Oh, for sure.
Okay, there's got to be some onion kisses involved in there, but can't be one onion kiss and the other is not eating the onion. You know, like right? It's
Wow.
out of this world.